What's up, people? Hope you guys are doing well. We'll be checking out a video that was requested a while ago, man, by Lil South. Lil South requested this one. This is hmm, Vinny, the scumbag, man. This is a Camptown video or a Camptown thing, this is a long one, dude. This is a long one. 52 minutes. Vinny the scumbag. Okay, let's get into this. Let's see what Vinny the scumbag is all about, man. I've been meaning to watch this Lil South, but it's really long. So these long videos tend to be really intimidating sometimes, man. It requires a lot of attention and focus. But hey, fuck it, let's do it, man. Let's get into Vinny the scumbag. Let's see who made this video. Steven Seagal. Okay. Steven Seagal video. Let's go, man. Let's go.
Hey, how you doing? This is Bam Margera, and this is do come town and then have a mental breakdown and kill your wife. Let's see what happens. We are doing a special late recording of the premium episode. We had pre-recorded it earlier in the week prior to all this, but felt that some of this stuff needed
We needed the
attention.
premium subscribers to get a little extra.
Yeah.
To
Okay.
unpack
Some
The
real
events.
in the moment events.
Yeah.
How hilarious the podcast was, and how literally after doing Come Town, less than 24 hours later,
yeah.
Bam Margera had relapsed.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I believe his wife left him. It seems
Yeah.
like,
Mm-hmm.
and he like fought his manager,
Uh-huh.
canceled all his shows. So
Vinny also, did you hear, he got a call from his doctor
oh no,
and he said he was HIV positive.
oh,
Yeah.
that's so
Yeah.
jeez.
I don't keep up with the Jackass guys, but I know Bam Margera was part of that crew. I think there's a Jackass movie. I don't know if it's out already, but I know it's coming up. And I think there's been a falling out between the guys and Bam Margera, man. I've been seeing some videos about the guys from Jackass, especially this guy called Kevin Knoxville. I didn't watch the video, but I saw a video with the title Bam Margera was never, I never liked him or some shit. Something about Johnny Knoxville saying something like that, saying how he never liked Bam Margera. Now, I've never watched Jackass. I don't know shit about these guys, man. I just know Steve-O because of his YouTube channel, man. And he attends UFC events a lot, so he's always tweeting and talking about the UFC on Twitter when there's a show on. When the UFC, during the broadcast, they usually bring up tweets on screen and tweets from different people, and I've seen him brought up several times. So I know Steve-O, man, but I don't know the other guys. But from listening to these guys, they've mentioned Bam Margera in other videos that I've reacted to, and it seems that they don't get along these days, Bam Margera and the other guys. So Bam seems like I don't know, man. Yeah, it doesn't sound like he's doing well, and these guys talk about him a lot. So hey, that's what I know about these guys, man.
So
Vinny also, did you hear, he got a call from his doctor
oh no.
and he said he was HIV positive.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And he's like, but I've never even had
What's this game, by the way? Let me know which game this is.
sex. Do you remember when he said? Do you remember when he said his girl was crazy because she had like 5 earrings?
Yeah.
Yes, we all remember the things we said.
Salute.
I
We
miss
can
him.
forget. Poor
We got to
Vinny.
bring Vinny back.
Vinny does have to come back. He needs a redemption story.
That would be awesome.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
can't destroy
easily-
this, man.
Easily the most hated guest we've ever had on the show.
Yes, not even close.
There's
It's
that
like-
girl. There's that girl that just
We-
like got on that train.
I don't
and
think we
came
even
once.
introduced
No.
him on the show.
We didn't.
People just heard his voice and they were like, I got to find out who this guy is so I can hate him. Vinny deserves a second chance. I feel bad for him.
I feel bad too.
You think so? Should we bring him back on?
I don't know.
I mean-
Apparently Bam ripped up all of his money and pissed all over it.
You didn't get any money?
What?
No, you didn't see that?
No.
No, Vinny posted on Facebook. He's like, crazy night. Bam, covered me in glitter and then took all my money out of my pocket and ripped it up and pissed on it. And then
And he's like, we get, and then
Is Vinny a real guy? From the title, I thought Vinny was one of Nick's characters that is created, you know. I thought Vinny was like, you know, one of Nick's characters that he comes up with, one of his amazing characters. I didn't know it was actually a real person.
he closed it, but like, guess what, guys? The man's a legend.
He goes like, don't know how the
Incredible.
journey got me here, but it's been crazy. Just another with the legend Bam himself.
The Zen of Vinny Beetle.
Yeah.
There's this one video that might be taken down by now, but it's like Bam, like, I better see my fucking wife or I'm gonna kill my or some crazy shit. And then he just like puts the camera to Vinny real quick and he just like sticks his tongue out and does a silly face.
He does a soy boy thing.
Yeah. It's incredible. So wrong for the
I have to look up this Vinny after this, man. I have to, man.
tone of that video. Incredible, man.
Mm-hmm. Should we have Vinny Beetle back on the podcast?
Well, I heard.
Honestly, literally,
I
yes.
heard
Yeah.
there's some drama. There's
There
some
is
trouble
drama.
in paradise.
We should let him fucking have his say.
He rules, dude. I mean, he like robbed
a
all of
scam
Bam's
artist.
fans, and now he's gone to Disney World, and he goes to Disney World and bought a Mickey Mouse fitted.
Which, by the way, kudos.
He's posting Instagram videos. He's like, I don't have any of the money. I'm just here in Disney World buying the most Vinny Beetle products.
I mean, kudos to Disneyland because
a
it's like
flat brim Mickey Mouse fitted.
because the
That
white
rocks.
trash is gonna take their fucking non-married family, their children out of wedlock to Disneyland, and it's gonna be like the biggest deal of their lives.
Look, for some people, buying a ticket to an event promoted by Vinny Beetle and at Bam Margera's house, that's Bitcoin.
Yeah,
You took a huge risk.
yeah, you lost.
And the
But
payoff is that instead of it going to $1 million, you get to get shit on in a bathtub filled with piss by fucking
yeah, that's what you missed out. That's what you're
by
mad you
Rab
didn't get
himself.
to do.
Yeah,
honestly,
like,
when
there was
I-
an opportunity for that to happen. For like a Swedish screamo band to take a dump on your dick in the half pipe. You know, but
Yeah, dude.
but instead you got played by Vinny Beetle, who took your money,
Outsmarted.
who went to Disney World
with your money,
with your money, which is just such a funny thing. You know, it's
honestly,
like
when
it's
I-
not like he escaped the fucking Havana.
right?
He's at the Tower of Terror.
yeah.
He's taking pictures with Cinderella in a fucking like, you know, with like a Donald Duck branded wallet chain, just blowing all the money in a gift shop
Incredible.
in Disney World.
Yeah, he's buying $19 chicken tenders with your
Yeah.
fucking.
He's taking your money and going to Disney World and buying an $85 fucking Why So Serious hoodie.
He fucking rocks, dude.
Yeah,
Dude.
honestly, like for anyone I've ever met in my entire life, I think perhaps I had the least respect for him. You know, and now that I found out that this whole thing was a scam,
Uh-huh.
I kind of really like him.
I do too, man, because he's like, you know what he is you can be such a fraud that you're authentic.
Yep.
You know, I
Yeah.
mean, Vinny doesn't know any better.
No,
Vinny's
he
like, the only
doesn't.
thing Vinny can do is like be a con man forever. You know?
Is he even? Yeah, I guess.
No, he's a con man. I mean, he's definitely a con
But
man.
did he fall into it? Like, how did this happen?
I think he's pulled it before.
Yeah, it's a bunch of people warned me about him whenever like I first did it.
Oh,
We had
really?
him on. Yeah.
Oh, respect then.
Yeah, yeah. People are like, hey,
He's like he
owes-
finds like new comics and then like I guess
Teach-
asks them to invest in a show.
That's awesome.
So he's like, if you give me $2,000 in 8 weeks, I'll turn it into $6,000. The premise is that he needs the money to set up like some bringer show or something, and then it just doesn't
That's
pay people.
awesome, dude.
Yeah, no. If you go to his Facebook, he's like, just had like sickest hot dog at fucking skate park hot dogs. There's someone in the comments that's like, Vinny, my brother has cancer and he needs that $6,000.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Cumtown. We're hot off the fake death of Jeffrey Epstein.
He committed suicide, Adam.
You think he committed suicide?
Of course.
I don't.
Everyone knows.
But I know everyone wants to hear our takes on Epstein, but something more important
we
happened.
have the foremost expert on deep state.
We had to bring somebody in, a friend of the show, who, you know, I mean, maybe some of, not really your downfall, but definitely the downfall of Bam Margera, was at least produced by you, I guess you could say.
Was it produced by him?
executive producer?
Somebody in, a friend of the show, who, you know, I mean, maybe some of, not really your downfall, but definitely the downfall of Bam Margera, was at least produced by you, I guess you could say.
Was it produced by him?
Executive producer.
Executive producer of Bam Margera's
Like Rick
downfall.
Rubin.
Oh, like as a
Beetle has
producer.
returned.
What does a
Okay.
producer usually do? It usually makes a mess of thing, like gets it to happen, right? They just bring things together to make
Yes,
it happen.
that would be
Exactly.
that would be your job.
I always
description
thought that was my title with him
In that
because-
regard.
But he produces his
Sounds like this is Vinny, man. Sounds like I get to hear this Vinny character talk and express some things. Let me hear what he's all about, man.
own, mess himself. I
Yeah.
just kind of got involved.
Well, we brought Vinny in because he had actually right prior to the suicide had booked Jeffrey Epstein for a Mid-Atlantic tour.
He was going to do
He was going to do
Yonkers,
stories. He was going to go on
Q&A.
stage. It was going to be like an hour
Hartford, Connecticut.
of him signing like.
Well, I name drop Adam when I met him.
Yeah,
yeah.
And that was really good.
He was so,
my
he's
cousin.
sponsored by like a grip tape company that makes grip tape out of weed, and it's called Weed Grips, and they were doing the Jeffrey Epstein Too Crazy to Die tour.
yeah, I mean, we were booked solid.
Through
And then
every town in Connecticut that doesn't have a college.
I got to fall back with Bagel Boss, though. So
Yeah.
Have you contacted him?
Bagel Boss?
Yeah. You could
Yeah.
put some stuff together.
Yeah, I mean, I want to see what he's got a boxing match coming up in Atlantic City, so I kind of want to see if it's just
I remember that dude, Bagel Boss, man. The guy who was getting pissed off at. I don't remember what his deal was, man. I think he was at a bagel shop, and I don't know. They refused to serve him or whatever, and he got really pissed off. He fucking threw a tantrum, and he was really tiny. And I think he was acting, trying to imply that they were denying him service because of how tiny he is. And, complaining about how women don't respect him because of his size. I think that's the guy, man. I wonder what happened to him, dude. The internet is full of these people who just, blow up for a second, then disappear. But this dude, yeah, I remember him, man. Bagel Boss.
12 other people there. Yeah,
Is he fighting
Are
women?
you pulling at that tape? Because
he's fighting Lenny Dykstra, the
Wait,
men's
was I
guy.
pulling it? No, I was.
Yeah.
I was.
They announced it
Well,
on
like-
TMZ today, I think.
It's picking up like
Nice.
static.
But
Oh,
I only even met them because the day Bam went to Dr. Phil, he signed a contract. It took $2,500 from some boxing promoter to be like the referee, and he didn't tell anybody. And then it just came out on TMZ the same time. He was like, "I'm going to rehab." So it was like the guy ended up wanting his money back, and then of course everybody comes to me for that. So I ended up talking to him like that, and then I said,
Yeah.
"Oh, you manage Bagel Boss." So
Nice. Let's put something together. Let's
So what are you
rank.
doing? Bagel Boss is doing the Too Crazy to Die tour.
no, he's
And he's telling all of Jeffrey Epstein's stories.
we just got the shirts made up
Yeah.
already.
The
so.
thing is it's Epstein's stories are in the contract, not the man himself.
That's
So
right.
we've got Bagel
Right.
Boss going around. I have my own island.
Wouldn't it be
Do whatever I
pedophilia?
want on it. I don't
If
care.
you're child
the dating
is it
profiles.
pedophilia?
I don't have to put in my dating profile that I'm looking for children.
Yeah, he's a pint-sized cutie.
That is true.
I wonder if he would be rejected by kids the same way he was rejected by adult women.
Probably.
Well, he must be getting so much pussy now that
Yeah.
he's famous. You know what's funny?
I
That's
don't know.
probably
He
true.
literally is.
There's a picture of him in like a
Women
hot
were like,
girl.
God, what a loser. And then like a sneaker company gave him a hat and they were like, what's his name?
I've seen him wearing like FUBU and like jean shorts, like jorts. But they must just be children's pants because there's like long shorts on him,
Uh,
but he's pretty small. I
That
feel
is-
like that's going to be the next thing that There's like 200 articles about my name on Reddit about is that last comment that I just made right there.
No, dude.
Yeah.
Listen,
No, don't be
don't
so
think about
insecure,
it,
Be
man.
dude.
self-conscious.
I've
First
been-
of all,
you gotta-
you're already
hunted
giving them.
for
You're already
years.
giving them too much credit by referring to their shitty posts as articles,
Yeah.
as if these people are journalists,
They are,
not
dude.
barely functioning autistic children.
Yeah.
They make their way out there, man. I've run into a few people in person. I don't know how, but it's happened
Yeah,
from that are
Oh, they're everywhere,
fucking
sir.
fans of the show, you know. But
yeah.
I also put my phone number out there, kind of inviting it in.
Mm-hmm.
You put your phone number out there?
Yeah, I did right
For
when the
re-
BAM stuff was happening, just because I was kind of excited to get any kind of clout at all, even if it was them saying I was like a murderer or a child rapist or something. I was
So
like,
you thought you were gonna get clout by posting your number?
yeah, I got like
online?
15,000 calls.
Well, that's clout. That sounds like clout.
You got
Fucking awesome.
You got 15,000 phone calls.
I have my phone bill, man. Like not on me, but I could show you, yeah, for sure. It was,
And
I don't know. Some of them might have been the same person, you know.
I'm a parlay 15,000 phone
I still have the
calls.
same exact phone number too, so I will get
Nice.
calls after this. Yeah.
So, Vin, everyone's wondering, what do you think about the Jeffrey Epstein situation right now?
People are saying that he got killed because he might have known other people that were involved in that kind of shit.
That is
that
what's
what
going
conspiracy
around.
is? Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
Which I could see. Have you? What do you think? That's what happened?
I mean, the only celebrities that I've ever met in my life have been so fucked up beyond belief that I don't really know what.
yeah. But see, you
perception of
don't
somebody-
like. Here's the thing. Here's how you know a guy like Bam is safe. If you strike out in life, right, you make millions and millions of dollars. If your goal is anything other than like buy the biggest house in whatever shitty town you're from, then you rape children. If you go, if you're going pedophile, if you want an island, that's suspicious.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So
If you-
because Bam's out in the open,
Because
he
he's
wants
a-
anybody in his house, he's safe.
no, not because he's out in the open, but because he doesn't aspire to anything more than like
A skate.
having every color Jetta and then a hot tub filled with piss. You know?
I still don't understand.
Did the
that.
hot tub full of piss ever happen?
Yeah, we like everybody peed in it for like 3 weeks, but
But
we
the party
we
was
didn't have, we didn't
canceled.
have enough pee to fill up the hot tub. So the day
Wow.
of the party, one of my duties was to get yellow food dye and fill it up with water. Like, I had to
Even
juice
the
up
hot
the
tub
piss
full
up.
of piss,
Even
you
that's
couldn't
how
even
that's how
swing?
shitty this party was. You couldn't even get real
Dude,
piss.
it was a lot.
Holy fucking shit.
That wasn't even on our mind. After a while,
That's
we said, how are we going to get it out of the woods? First of all, this thing was in the woods.
Scumbag Vinny is like a real life version of Gil from The Simpsons.
Scumbag Vinny is real. I don't like to think it was done on purpose, but it is just who I am. You know?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
in your
Have you
DNA,
ever been
man.
to jail?
Not been to jail. I am in a big case right now that I'm currently like this close
You're
to
in
just
a
finishing.
big case.
Yeah, like I was arrested like a year and a half
Oh,
ago.
Hell yeah.
And they didn't take
And-
you to jail?
My bond was like $350,000.
Oh,
What? So you killed someone?
No, I was just weed related.
Oh, just
In
weed?
Connecticut, weeds it's like
Still
illegal as
very
fuck.
illegal.
Yeah. And but no, they do that because now it's about to be legal soon, so they're trying to get.
Yeah, he said they were like, what was like? How was it weed related? You're like, yeah, I was smoking weed while looking at child pornography. I was
Yeah,
really
well,
high.
I was on an
When they
edible
got-
just fingering a small
I-
boy.
I got too high and raped a toddler.
$350,000 bond. Nah, but I only ended up getting community service, so
Nice.
it must have not been that bad.
What did you do for community service?
I just did a comedy show that was for a fundraiser and helped with
That's
that.
a beautiful
you know?
racket.
What it,
That
oh,
was the
okay.
easiest thing I thought I could relate to help.
And they
somebody.
let you do that?
Yeah, well, I did,
And where did the
put in
money
hours
for the fundraiser go?
to the organization that did it. I didn't. I
Oh.
made sure it was in the midst of the ongoing BAM situation that I had to do it. So I had to make sure I wasn't in charge of the funds.
Nice.
Everybody thought I was going to go to Disney with that too.
Yeah.
So
Well,
Do
not
you like
Disney.
Disney?
yeah, I got a little kid. So
Oh, you have a child.
yeah,
Oh, congrats,
yeah
dude.
thanks.
How old?
7.
And he likes Disney?
Yeah.
She.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I never
we
went
wanted to
Disney
just get
World.
away after dealing with I was dealing with BAM for like 2
Yes.
months straight every day. I just wanted to get away from like entertainment and trying to be involved in any of that kind of shit at all. But he was in rehab, but when he got out, he had just heard about all the shit that had gone on since he had been in rehab and thought I was in Disney at that moment.
Oh.
When I posted the picture of the Mickey Mouse head, that was just to antagonize him. I had gone to Disney back in April when he canceled the New York City show after the first Come Down thing.
Oh.
I was like,
so that was marketing on your behalf.
Yeah.
Keeping your name in the headlines.
I always try to feed into everything, even if it's good or bad. 'Cause I feel like when it first happened and I was on the show,
That's the way to do it.
yeah,
All press is good
I
press.
thought like at first I was like, oh well, Gene did so well. They're obviously there to hear Bam. When I got voted the worst guest ever on YouTube, I said, "There's something to this, man."
Yes,
and then I had to
in,
stop
baby.
being who I was pretending to be,
Of course.
and just had
And
to
then
be myself, which was like,
fuck it,
I
mask
took
off.
I took off the Thrasher fitted and put on the Disney World fitted
that is who I was.
to become the real me.
Go back to the old me.
But that's the truth, man. And
Nice.
but I swear to God, after the first day it happened, and all this, people were hitting me up, and all these articles came out about me saying somebody said I killed him.
articles came out.
He got voted as the worst guest, like on what show? Worst guest where? On Countdown or some other show? Let me know, man. You know, why did he get voted the worst guest? On what show, man? Let me know, man.
No. But I swear to God, after the first day it happened, and all this, people were hitting me up, and all these articles came out about me saying somebody said I killed him.
articles came out
they're
about
called
you,
posts
man.
on Reddit.
No, somebody was making fake articles. One of them was that I killed him, and it was like from News 45 or something. It was like a fake
You
article
killed me.
that I killed you. Yes,
Wow.
there is one out there that I did
People
that.
buy that?
That I murdered you.
That's awesome.
And that they've been
Honey,
shooting
get
for-
in here. I just read in News 45 that Vinny killed Adam.
But then in the midst of
That
it, there was
must really
another
weird.
article that said I scammed a bunch of people, but that one was halfway true. So I was like, wow, at least that's getting mixed.
Was that
up
a
between-
real article? Or was that a photo?
That was another fake article. Yeah,
Oh,
Photoshop
okay.
article. Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't know who does it. I mean, you guys are
none
the
of it
fucking idiot if the
none of it
retards
is-
following you guys.
It's text. It's a Photoshop article.
Yeah, you can't copy and
that's,
paste it.
that's how you write a fake article. You open up Photoshop.
Wow. I can't believe the media bought it.
They did, dude.
Wow.
They said, and everybody was telling me that you're single now too. You're a single man.
Yes.
No, it's not true.
Everybody's saying that.
Everybody is saying
There's a new
that,
man in my life. His name's Jesus Christ.
News 45. Adam Friedland back from the dead and divorce.
I have about 100 messages in my inbox. I only have about 120 messages, and 100 of them are Vinny. Adam broke up with Dasha. Fucking destroy him. That is the same message.
Yeah,
All
that's
right, clear
This
out,
is
dude.
your
ISO.
chance now. Let's go. Vinny, here's your chance.
Or what do you got your phone up for? Do you got roast jokes? I am one of the biggest
No.
losers on the internet. It's not hard to fuck with me.
No, he's
No, I wasn't looking at
He
roast
saw your
jokes.
roast jokes, dude. It's
He saw my
It's
roast
over,
jokes.
He saw
Saw your
Adam,
Adam's
close your roast
secret
jokes.
file. Vinny Beetle roast joke.
I've been working on these for months.
feverishly around the clock.
That's what I'd like to think anyway.
No, I think that if you did bring up that I broke up with my girlfriend, that would really destroy me.
Yeah, but I
Yeah,
did it
that
in a
would.
way that now is not going to be as effective. As if
Yeah,
I
you
had
really
done it in
showed.
funny
You
your-
way.
should have had that
You
in
showed
your
your
back pocket.
hand.
I
right
showed
there.
my hand and then
You should have
claimed
been
I saw
like,
yours.
"Oh, I heard you broke up with your girlfriend." Wow.
or just kind of threw it out there.
yeah.
Yeah, you should have been like, "What are you doing on your phone? Looking at old messages from your girlfriend that left you?"
And that would have been good. That would have been
That's
good.
pretty hurtful.
Yeah.
You should have actually asked
Oh, I'm
Nick
just
if he could have
asking.
written for you for this episode.
As bad as that all was with Bam when it was happening,
Yeah.
that was not like I used to go to concerts when I was a
Yes.
teenager, and I would sell fake tickets to events. So
Oh my
course.
god, that
it was
rules.
like it's such an important part of my background to
Oh
understand.
yeah, it's like
Formative experience.
but it's funny because like we've been texting in private and like I've made it clear I have no problem that you scammed numerous people.
No, I think that's cool.
I don't
personally.
look if somebody's trying to get into comedy and somebody rips them off so bad that they have to
Good.
quit comedy.
You've done a service.
You've done them a favor.
You saved them.
You save them
Well,
from
here's how-
investing. 'Cause
here's
here's
how
the
I-
thing: you get burned once bad in the beginning, and you
Right.
get out. Rather than maybe he lost $3,000
So you're saying
investing
I'm a
in
necessity
in
of
a
the
show.
business.
He thought that was gonna. Oh, this guy Vinny, the scumbag, says if I pay him $2,000, it's an investment in an open mic, and then I'll get back $10,000. when he loses that
in
$2,000,
exposure.
when he loses that $2,000, think about the hundreds of thousands of dollars he'll have lost if he turns 37 and he's like, oh, I've been doing bar shows.
I have 8 minutes.
Well,
That does
yeah.
okay.
Oh, oopsie daisy. I'm 39 years old and I'm a defensive driving instructor.
The first show I did with Artie that I produced, I knew he would always come late from being all fucked up, so I would put on like 6 or 7 of those comics on like a pre-show, and then 20-30 minutes would go by and then Artie would show up.
They could say they worked with Artie.
But one time Artie came like an hour beforehand, and there was like 8 comics on the show and they all sucked, and he got on stage and he was like, Vinny, he goes, did you just stop at a red light and say, hey, you want to open for Artie Lang tonight? Can you bring 5 people or whatever? And
You're like, no, I charged them all. I took this guy's
that's what I
epilepsy
said.
medicine because he didn't have enough cash.
Artie was expensive, man.
I demanded this guy's heart medicine that he needed as payment. And then I sold
there
it
were a
to
couple
someone.
diabetics.
I sold it to
Insulin.
someone else's Oxycontin. Yeah, but it's like in private, you're like, none of those stories about me are true. I've been lied about. I've never ripped off anybody. And then you do the show and you're like, I used to go to concerts and put a under construction sign on the wheelchair ramp to collect extra ticket money from handicapped people.
We are not far off from that. It's like, I know I listen to the show, you make up a lot of shit, but when you describe me, you tend to be spot on.
You're a hero, man.
Dude, okay, you
think
must
you
have
got
gotten
us
your
all
ass
wrong.
kicked a couple times. For
Look
this,
at my
right?
nose.
You got your shit
What
fucked
happened?
up.
I've gotten into a lot of fights. I've knocked a few people out. I've gotten beat up. I've gotten in my
That's
share
not
of
what
fights.
he asked.
I've never gotten my ass
That
kicked
wasn't the
for
question.
anything money related in comedy. There's video of me fighting a comedian and kicking his ass
Nice.
over that situation.
There's video.
And we're selling the video
And we-
on Daily Note. If you buy the video, you get a T-shirt, but you got to mail in a video of you watching the video to P.O. Box 386.
It's true, guys. We do have Do You Watch Big Mouth t-shirts at thevinnybeatleshow.com.
Meatball Marinara Productions, Palisades, New Jersey.
What is Vinny Beetle Show? You have a podcast now?
I figured I never really did a podcast, but I figured just coming
Off
on
the
here
strength of your appearance
of
on
the
our
hate.
show.
I felt like these people will want to listen and hate me.
They probably
One of them
will.
might kill me when I'm 50 or
They're
something.
not going
but
to kill you.
I'm gonna go for it, you know.
Yes, dude.
And I figure, look, the only
Working
time
with Bagel Boss is so fun.
the only time I would fail.
Because it's gonna be like you're gonna be whenever the first event happens, people are gonna be like, "Who's Bagel Boss?" You're like, "You remember that viral video from 6 months ago?" And they're like, "No, of course not,
yeah, the guy's like, Vinny, should we do this tomorrow? It's
dude.
like,
We
nah,
got the
gotta
damn
build up
Daniels.
buzz."
We got the damn Daniel kid. He's 26 years old now.
Well, I'm hoping to get him to do
Unfortunately,
crazy shit.
Ellen owns the rights to the words "damn Daniel," so we're booking him as Steve Vasquez, and we're not allowed to use the words "damn."
Steve Vasquez from Dan Daniel.
Steve Vasquez, as you may remember from the Ellen DeGeneres show 10 years ago.
It's gonna be an awesome tour. So this fight that you have with that guy, what's your fighting style? Would you say?
Are you one of those guys who's like, when I get mad, I just go? Do you say
No.
stuff like that? Like I just see red and I just go.
Usually I have to get hit or something to really fight. I'm not gonna go attack anybody.
Right.
So I think at that point I
Your instincts kick in?
fisticuffs. Yeah, I'm not really like a wrestler. I'm fine. I look like a muffin, so I'm kind of top heavy. So if you take me down,
Right.
you pretty much win.
You got to stay on the. You
I got to
stay on
knock
your
someone.
feet.
I got to butterbean somebody before it gets too.
Do you have any training?
No.
No.
My friends, where I grew up, a lot of Italian people where I grew up in Connecticut, and like we all fought each other.
Right.
So I had bigger friends than me, and I fought
You
all my
learned how
best
to
friends
fight.
before I was 15. So fighting somebody else wasn't really a big deal.
Right.
When you fight your friends and get over it.
In the Guinea fighting pits,
Yeah.
you came up like fucking Bane, dude.
Is Beetle an Italian name?
No, I just found out recently, like
It's
that
German, right?
I'm black. No, I'm not. But like,
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know. I
a
don't
famous
know.
black name, Beetle.
everybody assumes I'm 100% Italian because I hear my cousin Vinny.
Beetlejuice.
But Beetle, I don't know what the fuck it is, dude. I just know that I don't even know my dad's family really. So I just know it's my name.
I'm pretty sure it's German.
You think so?
It's probably one of those Ellis Island deals.
Could
It's
be
probably
man.
like BIED.
I've never met a German Vinny though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the name
Oh, it changed.
Take my word for it. I'm racist.
Yeah.
I'm good at this.
No, but I felt like it's a name that kind of you remember, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Bam, even at his most fucked up, would remember my name. He would paint it on a bunch of things all the time.
Yes.
So, you know,
Well,
If you're white,
I just knew that was good.
yeah,
you
if
know?
you're white and you're American and you don't know what like your name is, it's a good chance it's either English or German.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a mutt. My mom did that 23andMe thing, and I'm all this kind of shit. And it said 2% other, and that's why I say I'm black, because
Yeah.
I started in the urban
society.
comedy world. That's how I did a lot of my comedy when I was coming up.
Yeah,
was like
that's-
all black rooms.
Yep.
So
You said you worked blue?
no, not really about like I make fun of myself, but I'm not blue. I wouldn't think I'm
You
blue.
You worked black?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Where I would do
use
like
the
the
M-word
token
on
white guy, like
The N word on stage?
no,
None of that.
no, but I would say everything else, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And real shock value, you know. I'd walk in and talk about getting black
Listen,
pussy
y'all,
and
I'm not
shit.
going to say the N word, but spick, chink, dot head. Yeah. Oh, we're going all in. Everything else.
Everything else.
Everything.
I did a Trayvon Martin
Just
joke one time.
black people,
whoa, we
black
gotta
people
hear that.
cheering at the top of their lungs for every other racial slur.
I did a Trayvon Martin joke one time, and I left early because I didn't do well, and there was like
Oh.
it's like 400 black people. I'm the only white. There's one other white comic on the show, and
You
after
also
the show,
kind of look like George Zimmerman.
and after the show, there's another fat white comic on the show,
George Zimmerman's like, I think Zimmerman's a black name.
and a bunch of black dudes went up to the other comic and were like, "Are you the fucking guy that said the Trayvon joke?" And the guy was scared shitless. He's like, "No, he left."
Wait. So you got away with this because black people couldn't tell the difference
Between me and the other fat white
between
comic.
two white people.
Yeah. So I
What
slid
was
out
the
of
joke? Can we hear the joke?
They're like the fucking dinosaurs
Dude,
in Jurassic Park.
sadly, even though you wouldn't think watching my YouTube videos, I've been doing it for 10 years, so this had to be 6 or 7 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, man.
You
Sometimes I just would
guess it
say
was
like,
anti-
oh, well, you know, like I would say something about a cop shooting a black kid in New Haven, and
say
you know,
what?
it would just pop, man. I don't know. Just doing like wrestling promos kind of on these black comedy shows, and it would kind of, I don't know, it
Yeah.
will. So well enough for me to
And you would be
convince-
pro officer in that regard.
no.
No.
No, I do a lot of gigs too, where I do like stag parties where I
What
make
was
fun of the groom.
What was the Trayvon joke?
What
What was the Trayvon
He
joke?
doesn't know.
But
just
like,
try and remember.
what
it,
was
dude.
the sentiment
I gotta
that you
hear it.
expressed?
of the joke?
that they were upset
It was
about?
definitely about me saying it was good that he died.
not that George Zimmerman didn't break the law. It's good that Trayvon Martin died.
Not that he was standing his
Something
ground.
to do with like the
man doesn't remember
not feeling like you had to
specifics.
cover
We
up
gotta hear
with
it,
the
though.
hood.
You're
You
saying
remember.
beyond-
You remember jokes from 10
Beyond
years ago?
beyond even the point that George Zimmerman was making.
Yeah, I wrote
Exactly.
like 4 jokes on the way here. I smoke weed a lot, man, and I forgot them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. I'm better when I'm just off the cuff and I never remember that shit.
Your girlfriend can come in the apartment. She doesn't
She's
have to-
probably
dude. His
fucking
wife.
left me here, honestly. So I don't know. We'll find that out.
All right. I mean, it's hot
December.
out. She doesn't have to sit in the car.
We got a new car. It's got AC.
All
What kind
right.
of car?
Subaru.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Kind of Subaru.
That
Impreza.
BAM money, you know?
Yeah. I hear like I didn't rip anybody
Collecting old
off.
skate wheels.
I went to Disney World and I got a fucking WRX.
We did 4 shows. I'd never done any big shows in my life. We did 4 shows. Every time we did a show, 400 fucking people showed up, and we charged $50. So the 4 shows I did with him, I made some money. You know, he's so stupid. The money they thought was missing, he has an account for it, and he found. You know, he just was hiding it from his dad. His dad runs all of his money, all of his real money that he has.
Oh, that's why
Phil.
Phil broke.
So he opened up a bank account for the party, and I knew about the bank account. But once he went to rehab, Steve-O started hitting me up to cancel the comedy tour, and I was just like, dude, fuck it. And then I went away for a bit, and that's when everybody's like, "Where's my refund? Where's my refund?" And bam, just
He said, hit up Vinny.
he did.
Did
Yeah,
you ever
that was
try and
mean.
pivot to Steve-O and be like, Steve-O, you ever think about doing a tour?
Are you worried about like a massive class action lawsuit and being sued
No.
for?
I think it would have happened by
Bam
now.
Margera fans.
What do you mean it would have happened by now?
Well, wouldn't you think
it
that
takes
I would have?
years to build. If you charged hundreds.
Yeah,
of
but any
people-
kind of investigation like that they would uncover that the money went to him, right? If the bank account was under Brandon Margera or whatever
yeah,
the
but
hell his name is.
you would still be named in the lawsuit.
Yeah, probably. So yes, I am worried about it. I think about it every night.
No, dude, they're not gonna do that.
They're not gonna.
Bam
do
says they'll get over it. That's what he says to me. He thinks we're going to be a stronger duo now. He
Oh,
texts
really?
me every
that.
day.
Oh, you guys are back together. now.
Oh, dude, we've been texting the whole time. He's a reality star, man. I'm trying to explain that. This is like, he knows it fucks with my real life, and he's really addicted to alcohol and shit. But he writes this shit every day. Like the original thing was, we talked a while ago about me pretending to be Dr. Phil and doing like an intervention, and then he was like, I love Dr. Phil. I'm going to get Dr. Phil. And then he started telling his fans to ask for Dr. Phil, and it just happened.
Oh, so
Did he go on Dr. Phil?
From what I believe, yeah, he was texting me up until he walked on stage.
Yeah, I mean, and like I'll have to bleep this.
It's like steroids in baseball in
The
the
advertisers don't
90s.
hear it, but only 15,000 people listen to this show. This is not
So everybody called me. from
literally.
the show.
Yeah, literally everybody who listens to this show.
Yeah, every single
is
person.
on Reddit. It's not like this is. It's,
Well, that's a lot.
it's
still.
a fantasy. I paid for all these shirts myself.
yeah, Nick keeps buying them for himself.
And he sends them back to his own place.
We got loyal fans.
Yeah.
I'd rather have
This thing
15,000
is,
strong.
Vinny, the reason you're on the show is because we have a similar hustle. It's just I'm a little bit better at it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't mind failing. I think that you learn shit when you fail. True. I failed a lot in life, a lot more that you haven't heard about.
Yeah.
Well, let's
I didn't
hear
go
about
from
it.
selling fake fish tickets to scamming BAM's fans in 24 hours.
What's that Wayne?
That's right.
What's that Wayne Gretzky quote?
Yeah,
you got to
miss-
fight every Italian.
Oh
in your
yeah, that's
neighborhood
that.
yeah.
before you're 15.
Wayne
If you
Gretzky
can knock
said
out
that?
the big retarded Italian in your neighborhood,
Yeah.
then the open micers to try and fight
Well, I come
you
from a family of
will be
crime, man.
nothing.
My uncle was arrested by the FBI. He sold thousands of dollars worth of pills. In
It was
Connecticut.
a wink wink weed situation. It's another weed situation.
I got family that's hidden
involving
bodies
Windows
and shit,
95.
You got hidden bodies.
In my family,
your
my
family.
family's done that for the mafia back in the 80s. Yeah, there's articles about that. The Beatle name's pretty famous.
Damn, you love
The
articles.
Beatles, dude. The
Yeah.
band.
Yeah.
It's spelled
This dude doesn't try to distance himself from these accusations at all, or these allegations, man. You know, he's like, he sees them as publicity, and to him, no publicity is bad publicity to him, you know. So he doesn't even try to deny, you know. He knows that him admitting or him responding like this is what is the funnier response, man. So to him, that's what matters. That's what matters most, man. Not trying to like distance himself and make excuses or whatever. Just like, yeah, I did that shit, man. I did that shit. Fuck it.
differently, but they,
He probably even didn't do a lot of this stuff. He just knows that if he says this stuff and admits to this stuff, it will bring him some sort of notoriety, man. You know, like like those people who take credit for bad shit that happens just because it will bring them some sort of publicity, despite the fact that they didn't do it in the first place.
yeah, there's articles about that. The Beatle name's pretty famous.
Damn, you love
The
articles.
Beatles, dude. The
Yeah.
band.
Yeah.
It's spelled differently, but they, rumor
But that's
has it
where they got
from
it.
us.
Yeah.
Would you set up like gay prostitute tours?
If it sold T-shirts and tickets, I would do it.
It's all about the
What
t-shirt.
if
I mean, you guys are in the shirt
I was
business.
I was
heavy.
at Vinny's Gay Sex Festival '82.
That's what I was going to ask. Like, do you think, like, because Trump was in entertainment, now he's a politician. Do you think politicians, it'll get so crazy where like I could book people like on tours that are in the
Yeah.
state senate where they'll be like, yeah, we'll work with Beetle. He's worked with Artie Lang.
Definitely.
We could run our
Yes.
campaign tour.
I think so.
1,000,000%.
I should get into politics. Then.
The thing
you
is,
run-
is people don't like they don't realize is like once you attain even the slightest amount of notoriety, you're in a class of elites.
That's right.
So our podcast, once it was added to iTunes, we now are friends
That's right.
with Cory Booker.
Oh yeah.
You know,
we hang out.
yeah, we've seen him with the makeup off.
Mm-hmm.
We know what he looks like.
So the best story about me that you guys haven't heard about is
Yes.
before I met Artie. I met Adam Sandler and all his crew. And how I got in with them is one of my uncle's friends lost both of his legs to diabetes, both of his legs. And I figured this guy needed a manager at this point.
Thanks to him for his service.
Yeah. So we got him in the movie The Week Of on Netflix. He's the guy with no legs.
That's your uncle.
Yeah, he did a manager at this point.
Thanks to him for his service.
Yeah. So we got him in the movie The Week Of on Netflix. He's the guy with no legs.
That's your uncle.
Yeah, he died. He did die. He was,
Oh my
he was a
God.
heroin addict and he was an alcoholic. But that was the first big gig I had managing scumbags, you know.
So you
That
basically
movie was
And I
good,
got
by
to the
way.
movie premiere. I got to meet everybody and shit, and that was really fun and cool. And I felt like at that
so
time,
with your uncle, did they put him in like a tuxedo and then tie the legs?
I had to do his laundry. It was only a half load every time.
Uh-huh.
You know, that's a little cheap joke, but he's dead. He's definitely dead.
Yeah.
now, okay. Do you the way you picked the people that you were going to manage is you looked for amputees and other? Did you have like sort of a Vinny's freak show thing going on? or-
Other amputees had come to me once they found that out. And I would just point them in the right direction. There is a lady.
Like the Saul Goodman of scumbags, dude.
There is a lady in Hollywood who runs an agency that deals with just people.
Nice.
Jimmy wouldn't stop doing heroin, but he was going to be in the new Avengers movie. They were going to put him in something that he flew around in, and he just wouldn't stop doing dope, and he died. You know. So
Did you have anything to do with that Avengers deal, or did he? keep
No,
it
I got a
himself?
call and he was blowing me up. He used to blow me up for money far past he blew Adam Sandler. They only paid him like $60,000 for the movie. And he blew all that and he would hit me up for money and stuff. And then one day he's like, Avengers wants me. And I just thought he wanted booze, you know? So like I didn't answer him. And then, you know, but then he died. So,
So you were managing him, and he got an offer to be in Avengers, and you blew him off,
look,
and then he died.
yes.
So
Damn, dude, you're doing a really good job pitching your services right now. If there's any
just-
aspiring amputees,
You know
out
what it
there-
is? At this point in my career,
Yeah.
where do you go?
he's calling me, you know, crying, saying this will be the job that I'll
They'll
be
get
able
me
to pay
clean.
my rent and I can stay
And me,
clean.
you know, a lot of money.
Meanwhile, I had already cashed his checks and gone to Disney World in my WRX.
Bam didn't tell me that. Bam said next time don't go to Disney with your cut before I show up.
Yeah,
you know what I
was
mean?
already drifting through Disney World in my brand new WRX STI.
In the new Furious ride, right?
That's awesome, man. Well, what are some other great classic Vinny Beetle moments that you
I
want
used to
share?
sell used cars without engine motors that ran, and we would like put this fake
Well,
oil in.
hold on, that's just selling used cars.
Yeah, but
That's
like
the job.
Yeah, you're right. But there were times that your integrity comes into it. Like if you know the car's engine's bad, and we put shit in it to make it run for 2 days, I would do that. You know.
Nice.
I would do
So
that.
there's-
One lady I sold a BMW to was $45,000, but it was like the value of it was only $20,000, and it was so high her bill every month that she claimed the car was haunted because there was nothing wrong with it. It was just I just sold it to her for so much money she couldn't afford it, so she would bring it back and say that there were
she's dead
ghosts in
now
the car.
too.
Yeah, she's alive, but she still got the car probably. They're big. They're long contracts.
What are long the car notes?
Card, yeah.
Yeah,
Once they sign,
5 years. Yeah.
just use people's leverage that they need like transportation. I started selling cars at 15, man. I seriously was raised around bad shit. So by the time I seen comedy and I was like, well, they're not fake tickets. I'll show up at least.
yeah.
Yes.
And then when I met some more famous people, I thought like, oh, these tickets will sell easier. And even Artie in his worst, we'd have 300 people at a theater somewhere. So it was nice to be a part of something like that, you know? And
Do you guys keep in touch?
he's in rehab for a long time now, but we did. It's tough when you do have people at that certain level of fame. They have so many people around them that once something goes bad, all those people start to blame somebody else so that it's like Survivor.
Yeah, but it is the fault of all of those people. In 6 months, when
Yeah.
Bagel Boss is now, instead of just being a guy that works at Radio Shack and has a shit life in Long Island, he'll be a heroin addict who it all fell apart for because he was surrounded by people trying to bleed him like a fucking stone.
like me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And it will be your fault.
So you're saying my uncle dying is my fault?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
No,
It-
no,
was
he
doing
was
dope
already a
long
junkie.
before, yeah.
That's not Vinny's fault.
But it got me into the business of,
he was
I
a
guess,
sick man.
Yeah.
you know. But Artie was the coolest guy I ever worked with. I work with TJ Miller a couple.
This guy is you have to watch out for people like him, dude. And you see the people who fall victim to his stuff are people who are, not of clear mind, people who are struggling with alcoholism, drugs, these people that he's mentioning right now are people who are struggling, and their judgment is not very clear, man. And these are the people he preys on. I feel like, you have to really watch out for people like him, dude. They hang around, and you find yourself just involved with them somehow, and I don't know, man. You have to watch out for people like him, dude.
But Artie was the coolest.
Yeah. He was a sick man.
Yeah.
But Artie was the coolest guy I ever worked with. I work with TJ Miller a couple times too, but Artie was the coolest guy I worked with.
To be fair, Artie was already a drug addict when you guys started working together.
Yeah,
he had a nose.
No,
he had a nose at the time.
No, barely. He was like, again, when I got offered.
What do you say about
Artie,
the rumors that you bit off the rest of his nose?
Yeah.
That has been out there on News 45.
I saw an article.
We saw an article. Somebody left an article on my Instagram saying,
you know what's so obvious is that obviously if he's a drug addict and it's bleeding, it's because he's not stopping drugs. And once you get something that's fucked up, you keep doing it. The doctor's like,
I wonder if Artie's nose can be repaired, because I've seen photos of him, dude, and his nose is, and I think that's from the drug use, the snorting cocaine and all these other drugs. I think it does that to your nose. I wonder if that can be repaired, man. But then what's the point of repairing that if you don't stop using? But I wonder if can that be repaired? Like if you guys don't know, Google Artie, man, Artie Lang, whatever. Check out his nose, man, because I know fighters they get their noses broken, but his nose it's not even broken. It's like flat, dude. It's like completely flat, man. The fighters usually they get hit and the nose breaks and it moves in a side. It's like to the left or some shit, to the right. It's facing the wrong way. Artie is like his nose bridge is gone, It's not there. It's like flat, man. I wonder I'm sure it can be repaired, but I wonder why he hasn't had that done. Maybe it's a money thing. I wonder, man.
Saying,
you know what's so obvious is that obviously if he's a drug addict and it's bleeding, it's because he's not stopping drugs. And once you get something that's fucked up, you keep doing it. The doctor's like, if you stop doing cocaine and heroin every day, I'll fix it. And he's just like, all right, I'll get back to you. And then that's it.
You didn't do it?
No.
Have you ever bitten anybody?
No. I've gotten bitten.
By who?
A couple of people tried to bite me. I bit them harder than they did.
Really?
I've gotten into a couple of biting. No, I'm doing you.
Have you guys ever gotten into any fights?
No one's ever bitten me, but I've bitten a lot.
Has you guys? No physical
Nick's
altercations.
been in fights.
A couple fights, I guess, but I'm not like a fisticuffs guy.
Yeah.
I just used to drink.
I think I do exactly what agents and managers in Hollywood do. I am just not that. I'm also a comedian, so people confuse the two completely.
Right.
And I felt like
you're also an artist too, so you bridge the gap between commerce and art.
Yeah, but when I was younger, I did shows and they were in front of a lot of people, and I didn't get paid ever. And I said, "What the fuck?" And even the guys I did take money from that were new in the game, I gave them experiences that they would never have gotten, man. And I know that. And people did make money back too. I'm not gonna say I didn't. Now some didn't as well.
Right.
Like, dude, I'm an open
nobody's
fucking
getting
book, man.
paid, and I'm like, what the hell is this? And he,
I always
guys
left
I was ripping off.
I always told him, look, the one thing I did tell him is it was up to Bam coming or not. Like, Bam comes, we all make money.
How
Bam
did you
doesn't
get
come.
in touch with Bam originally?
I was working with Artie already. I had worked with TJ, so I had some kind of clout, I guess you would call it. And,
Not 15,000
Bam's-
calls. Cloud.
Bam's not. You guys have definitely been the biggest buzz for me ever. Bam calling me out on his Instagram recently went out to 2 million people, and 250,000 people went to my Instagram page in one day, all hating me.
Did you get followers out of that?
About 1,000, and it was
good.
because everybody went there because they thought I stole money. So it's not like they're gonna be
bad.
like, yeah,
But they visited, dude.
yeah, but so. Honestly, I'm pretty high, and I forgot the last question. What was it? What were we talking about?
How did you meet Bam?
Oh, how did I meet Bam? So, right as Artie went to jail, I brought Artie to court the day he went to jail.
Nice.
And Artie's literally walking away from me. And it seems like things just bridged together because Bam's manager, Jack, the douchebag that you guys met when we were
The guy with the necklaces.
he's the one that really does steal money and shit, you know.
Yeah.
And I call him out all the time for it, but
He's from the TMZ video.
yeah, Jack, he gets punched in the face. Notice I've never gotten punched in the face. Bam just fucking plays shit up because he knows I'm in the spotlight too.
Of course.
So Bam calls me and Jack calls me and says, we booked a show with Live Nation in Detroit at the shelter where Eminem started his career, and there's 400 people, and we don't know what we're doing.
What is a homeless
We're in a
shelter?
homeless shelter.
The shelter's a venue below St. Andrews Hall.
Shelter.
The shelter's where Eminem used to do the 8 Mile battles.
And that's
Okay.
when he pulls me into the dressing room.
So
Homeless guy,
I live in a fucking
box made out of shit.
Yeah, keep going.
But then I just fucking said, you know what? Like, Artie's in jail. If I want to stay relevant, I got to drive 20 hours. to
And how
fucking
did they
Detroit.
find you?
That is a good question, man. I think one of the
So you're telling me Bam Margera's manager reached out to you?
they
And you
knew I
had-
was working with Artie, so they
So
probably
word
thought,
got
oh, if he's
around.
willing to work with this train wreck, he'll work with me.
I see.
And I knew one of the guys I had a situation with. People went to his house party. He had a party before we did that party, and other people went. And then there was somebody that hit me up and was like, "Bam's interested in doing events." And I said, "Have his manager hit me up." And we talked for like 4 or 5 weeks while I was still with Artie. You got to think too. Artie Lang's a different animal than Bam. Bam wants to party with 600 people. Artie just wants to make sure he's got $500 a day sent to his drug dealer so he could do what he wants to fucking do. And then he'll show up to the show and give me the entire check from that entire week. So 7 days a week, it's $500 to $1,000 a day. I got to make sure Artie has in his hand, whether I'm giving him that money or not.
Interesting.
And then we show up to the show and I get the pay, which would usually be $1,000 or $2,000 over what I'm owed. You know, so that, I mean, dude, it wasn't like I did do well on the shows. I'm not going to fucking say I didn't. I killed it on the shows that I did, but I wasn't just like paying for play. I was doing shit nobody would
That
do.
doesn't like this. No point. Like nothing in your like chest. Like you don't get any like physical reaction to like, yeah, this guy, this beloved comedian
beloved.
who's I know he is.
He's got a huge, yeah.
he is.
I mean,
For
people
what
love-
though? For what? What is he beloved for?
For
Being an
stern
addict.
Artie?
for being funny. Dude.
Yeah.
Like for being
funny
really-
act.
I'm not liking this dude, man. He's a fuck, man. I don't know how to describe him. I don't know if I want to call him a leech or whatever, but he preys on these addicts, man. These comedian addicts. This dude do have some sort of celebrity, some sort of fame, but they're not doing well in terms of drugs and addiction and stuff. He's just there to leech off them, I feel like. You know? I don't like him. I don't like him, dude. He's a scumbag for real, man. He is. You know? Because people love Artie, I feel like. Not just like other comedians, even people on fucking talk shows and stuff. People love Artie, man. People love, I don't know about Bam, but like these are the guys, you know, when you have addiction issues and you go to rehab, they usually tell you to like, you need to cut ties with some people. This is one of those people that you need to cut ties with if you're one of those guys. If you're Artie or Bam and you're in rehab, they'll tell you over there that not all your friends are your friends. Some people are just there for the ride and they're there to leech off you. And your downfall is how they get money. They're just there to collect crumbs, man. And if you get your shit together, they don't eat, man. I feel like this is that type of person, bro. He's that type of person, man. He's you know, I don't like him, dude.
He is.
He's got a huge, yeah.
He is.
I mean,
For
people
what
love-
though? For what? What is he beloved for? Being an
stern
addict.
Artie?
For being funny. Dude.
Yeah.
Like for being
funny
being an
addict.
incredible storyteller.
For being
Yeah.
a very funny guy.
Yeah.
It's
Part
not-
of one of the best.
he's not beloved
radio
for
shows of all time.
yeah, for dying of a heroin,
Yeah.
a tragic heroin addiction.
No, but he's
Mad
very
TV.
famous for talking about it on Howard Stern.
Sure, but there's
Yeah.
nothing in you that's like, all I have to do is make sure he stays high, and I get to take all of his money.
I figured I was about maybe the 20th I seen Bob. I booked Bob. The first time I met Artie, I was already running my own comedy club, and I booked Bob Levy and Artie.
No, I mean it's fine if
And
the
I
answer,
seen Bob doing it,
It's
and I was
fine
like,
if
fuck
the,
it.
Yeah, it's fine if the answer is no.
Yeah, no, I
I'm
did
just
not have any.
Yeah, I'm just curious.
The
as
answer to the
whether-
question is I don't think like that.
Okay.
I come from a place that You do what you
Survival.
got to do to make money, and my family paid for it.
Connecticut.
I had family that went to. I'm telling you, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, yeah, there were times that I was like, yeah, he's getting high, but he's a grown man, dude. You know, he's gonna get it from somewhere else. You think Bam or him need me to get a 6-pack or some fucking coke? No, he'll do it with the next guy. But already did it with Bob Levy for 20 years, so he'll just do it with the next one. So yeah, I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna get paid for a few weeks.
Fuck it, I need a couple Mickey Mouse fitteds.
Yep.
I didn't have a break coming my way.
Got to drift that WRX down to Disneyland. Dude, look, you don't understand,
least I
man.
did
I come
something
from
with
a
it.
place where no matter what, you got to get to Disneyland. Like me and my friends, we would lie, cheat, and steal
To get the
just to get
Epcot.
our hands on.
It was punch
on
or
some
it was
sweet.
growing up. It was punch
We had
and be
nothing,
punched.
dude. Yeah, Six
Punch and
Flags.
punch.
Sure, yeah, we could go to Six Flags.
We need the
could've-
ears, baby.
We probably could have made it to Six Flags just ripping off old women with BMWs.
Haunted.
with blown engines. But if you want to go to Disney World, you got to really hurt some people.
Would you be like an Epstein type figure for $1 billion? If you were
A
would you
billionaire?
have your own island, but you would have to sort of arrange for rich men to fuck 14-year-olds?
I would never have that much money because I feel like I've reached my peak in life.
But
no,
the money's
you don't
the
know how
problem.
high you could fly, man.
Okay, Adam's been on my side this episode. I don't know if that's like a subtle, like that's his way of telling me I'm a fucking loser or something.
No, I'm not. I'm just a nice
No,
guy.
you're right though. I don't know. If I had $1 billion, I don't know what I would do. I don't know if at that
To
point.
get $1 billion,
you
would
had
you? You're saying if you had $1 billion, you don't know if you'd fuck kids or not. I'm asking.
You wouldn't fuck kids
don't
if you
know.
for no. Here's what you for $5,000 a year, you would be the guy facilitating the rape of hundreds of children.
If we called it something different, I might be able to do it.
Yeah, we're calling it Camp Kill
TBS
Yourself.
reports or something.
We're taking these
Kill
kids to
Yourself,
Camp
yeah.
Kill Yourself. On a,
Hell yeah.
hey, look, I come from a place where you got to do what you got to do.
So, what is your overall goal? Do you know what I mean? What's your 5-year plan
Right now?
Yeah.
Well-
What are the next steps?
Well, I did Atlantic City for 2 years, and I like it there because I'm able to sell tickets to strangers that are basically tourists every day for shows. So I like
Every day and you
every day we
rube.
can do shows.
Yeah.
So the 5-year plan is go to Atlantic City.
And honestly, I don't think Bam, dude. It's hard to explain because with Bam, you're day by day, right? Because I could build up something that could be like my redemption tour or whatever I think it's going to be, and then Bam posts one bad thing about me, and because he has such a big following, it goes to shit again.
Yeah,
you know?
you guys are. I just love your Mr. Burns and Smithers relationship.
He might be gay, man. I wouldn't want him to hear that, but Bam,
Bam?
he might be.
No, I
man.
thought you meant
Let's hear about
Smithers.
this.
Yeah. Smithers
is
Well, I
definitely
think
gay.
Smithers might be
Smithers
gay.
is gay. I just like I didn't
Oh,
watch
you
a lot.
He thought he was Mr. Burns.
Dude, the first all right. So on the way to Detroit, they're telling me I got to interview Bam on. I thought I was Mr. Burns. Yeah,
No, we're
because
saying
he's
that-
gay.
Oh, because
I'm not gay.
We didn't know that. Bam
You guys said I was Epstein.
we didn't know that he was
we
gay
asked
until you just outed him
Oh, okay. I'm
for
in
the
character now.
hypothetical.
Oh,
For
okay.
the 1,000
You're not
people
Epstein
listening.
yet. We asked if you would, to be Epstein, would you set up the rape of thousands of children?
I said
over
if we
years?
called it
and
something
you said
different.
if the name was different,
Because then I could be in an office just thinking of pushing like whatever. You know what I mean? Just selling shit.
That's true, man. That's a good ass point.
Like a customer service center or something for Verizon. You say
Yeah.
it's Verizon. People want upgrades and stuff. I just feel like I sold a bunch of cases, phone cases today.
No, that makes sense.
Nah, but I'm starting a show in Atlantic City, so if you guys do keep tabs on me, you'll see a little residency there that I'm going to be doing. And then
We're in Atlantic City.
it's going to be on the boardwalk, one of the main casinos, but I'm not allowed to say until
Who's
it's done.
like, honey, you know what we're gonna go see this week? Bagel Balls.
I'm not really going to put them on.
You remember that guy that got beat up at a bagel restaurant? He's doing the Tropicana.
But you know what? I really wanted to get back on the show, and I was just doing anything. I was like, I'll find somebody fucking viral enough, and Nick was just like, enough. Like if you're
His strategy always involves, like, I won't say always, but he has this thing he does where he finds someone with a lot of clout, or some sort of fame, some sort of celebrity, and like piggybacks off them, dude. There with the bagel boss, dude. If it wasn't the bagel boss, it would be someone else like Bam or Artie, you know, just piggybacking off other people who have some sort of who have made some sort of name for themselves, whether intentionally or unintentionally, like the bagel boss, dude. You know, that viral shit, man. That's what he looks for, man. So you can just piggyback, man, and be there for that person, man. You know, cause he's the guy. Like these guys who are addicts and stuff, like he's just there for them to help them get the shit that other people won't go get for them. You know, he's not the guy who's there telling you to get your shit together. He's there being sort of lending a hand, man, to get you fucked up. And yeah, he gets paid that way, man. I do not like this dude at all, bro. You know, Nick is calling him out, but in like a funny way, you know. So so it doesn't get serious and tense, you know. But the guy definitely feels like he's being called out. That's why he pointed out that, hey, Adam is the only one who has my back, blah blah blah, because he can feel that Nick and Stav are sort of like calling him out, man. In an indirect way, sort of in a funny way, to avoid the tension and to avoid him storming out and all that shit, man. He wants to keep it funny and lighthearted, but they're definitely calling him out, dude. They're definitely calling him out. Especially with the Atilang shit, man. And Bam. I have to Google this guy and see him, man. You know? I have to. Yo, man. Jesus. He's just a con man through and through, man. And he doesn't even deny it. You know, like he said earlier, he just comes from a place where you do what you have to do. He doesn't have that, you know, that part of you that goes, man. He doesn't have it in him to like care about someone else. You know, there's always an angle. There's always a game in play with him.
Hey man, open invite.
Yeah, no, you've always. It's just I don't want to schedule anything.
There's always a scam going on of some sort.
Well, dude, I didn't know what am I going to be, that fucking weirdo that hangs out outside? You know,
I liked. You were like, I can be there whenever. I'm only 85 minutes away from this.
I just needed to know that. That's the thing. I do have a family.
85.
Dude, I'm just 85 minutes away from this.
Cool 85.
He goes, we start at 6 on the dot. And when I like got a little bit stoned and I left Connecticut and it said I was going to arrive at 6:02. Oh, and I was like, New York traffic. I thought I was going to be here at like 6:30, but my girl's fucking
she got you there. That's a ride or die for you right there.
She is, man.
She's in the car.
Who needs to stop texting you?
Vinny.
What did he text you?
Oh
now?
yeah, I stopped responding.
Bro, I'm so excited to be alive. It's like it's just nothing, but he's like it's all this like he's so happy that like he got some people are paying attention to him for 2 seconds.
Oh fuck, dude. Go buy his shirt. He's trying to sell.
What
shirts?
does his shirt look like?
Now it just says "Scumbag Vinny" on it.
Really?
I'm like, yeah.
Salute, man.
I kind of
a titan of industry.
I would take one for free and wear it.
I would wear one at cost.
At cost. You can't trust what Vinny says cost is.
That's true. I want to see receipts.
Bro, I'm making like $1 on these shirts. It's a great deal.
I thought he had a shirt that was like something about Big Mouth or something. Like he's
from our
referencing
podcast.
The joke.
No, that's getting sad. Now this is making me
whatever,
sad.
man.
What, you expected more out of Scumbag Vinny?
No, I guess not.
Yeah. You know how Vinny said Bagel Boss should keep fighting people to keep his profile up?
I thought that was a good idea.
There was another one. Some guy attacked him at a casino.
It's him kicking some drunk guy in a casino.
But it only had 200 retweets.
I know. He fights the way I would fight like like you fight in elementary school.
Yeah.
Which is chasing someone around, kicking their shins, being like, do something.
Yeah.
Well, that's a product of his size, right?
Yeah, I guess.
He's like 4'8".
But dude, this is gonna be so sad.
He's maybe an inch or two shorter than you, Adam.
Yeah, you guys are pretty
Well,
similar.
you
in
said
height.
shorter. At least you said shorter.
Yeah, so you're 5 feet tall. Me and Stav are 6'9".
Well, it would be 4'10" if he was 4'8".
Me and Stav together are easily 7.5 feet.
Yeah, we're
Together,
pretty tall.
that is true.
But we're
Individually, you guys are Oompa
no.
we're
Loompas.
7.5 foot tall friends that go out for lunch together.
yeah.
So we're
The
together.
eye line
We're
is
together.
drawn to 7 foot 2.
We're together, 7 foot half.
yeah.
Vinny saying he would help that business. He's like, can we call it something different?
Salute to
What a
Vincenzo.
legend.
Vincenzo Beetle.
I don't know. Can we call it something? Can I flex my horrible branding skills?
Yeah, dude, just fucking Comic Sans font with no
We gotta
drop
get
shadow
Vinny on-
behind it.
We got to get Vinny on Shark Tank.
Mm-hmm.
Just defrauding them.
I'm sure it would work.
I guess he's going to jail.
Nuh-uh.
Is he?
Well, he's on probation and he can't leave Connecticut.
Because of us?
No.
Just
No.
in general. Oh, I thought he like implicated himself on the show or something.
I'm sure he did.
Yeah.
Well, he did. Yeah, it was clearly documented in Brooklyn. So
Mhm.
No, this just happened. He was like, "Can I come back on the show before my probation kicks in?"
Dude, honestly, going to jail for a 3-minute spot on Funny Moms,
would be awesome.
definitely worth
Just
it.
doing crowd work,
Yeah. Dude,
calling a
he's-
guy gay.
he had a real powerhouse set on the show.
I
He
was
had to
saying we
leave
should
him-
we should do a true crime documentary about Vinny.
Mhm.
You know, we'd be like NPR people that are convinced he's innocent,
Yes,
but we never bother looking at what he was charged with.
not never.
And then we find out in the last 5 minutes, and it's like, it turns out Vinny was guilty.
Was completely and
Ever-
very obviously guilty.
100% guilty of the crime.
I love Steven Seagal's outro, man. Usually makes me. It's very chill, man. Very calming, dude. Yeah, dude, man. This wasn't hard to get through, man. This was actually really fun, man. Listening to this Vinny character, man. He's it's fun listening to this, you know, because it's in a calm down setting and you have Nick there, Stav, Adam going back and forth with him, but this is some guy that you don't want anywhere near you, bro. You know, you don't want to any dealings with him, dude. He's bad news, man. He's bad news, and you can, and he's not he's bad news, but he's not hard to spot or to see for who he is, man. The people who fall victim to his stuff are people who are not thinking clearly, addicts, drunks, people who are struggling and are not clear of mind, as I mentioned earlier, man. But he doesn't shy away from it, man. He wears that shoe, bro. He wears that shoe. No, I don't know if it's with pride, but he doesn't try to be something he's not, man. Or maybe these guys. It's funny because in private, Nick said in private he was trying to like deny all these things, but when they had him there in person, he was like admitting. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. There are people like this. I've met people like him, man. I've met people like this, so you just have to watch out. Watch out, you know. But if you're addicted to stuff, these are the people that you tend to have around you, man. The people you tend to have around you, bro. Let me Google him, see what he looks like, man. So that's him, okay. Yeah, I see him, man. I just Googled him and he came up. Beetle. He's like a kind of a heavyset dude. You know? He doesn't even look like he doesn't look the part. Like from listening to that clip, from that video and seeing the way he looks, he doesn't look like he sounds, he doesn't look like that kind of guy. But I guess when you start interacting with him is when you realize, man. You know, he just looks like a normal fucking dude. Damn. I'm seeing photos of Artie, man. That nose is gone. That nose is gone, man. Artie got into some heavy drugs, yeah? Heavy drugs, man. So, hey, man, who gives a fuck, though? I hope you guys like this video. If you do, like, subscribe, share. I'm looking at his merch here. It's just a t-shirt that says "Comeback Vinny." This guy just, he's a scumbag and he wears it with pride, man. You know? He just wears that shit with pride. Like, subscribe, share. I will see you guys in the next one, man. Peace.